Now, paid ads, I kind of like LSA. I've been hearing some stuff recently. Did I tell you about it? People on LSA getting people to call out of Mexico. At least they claim it's Mexico. And they're asking to speak with someone there and burning up their LSA budget.
Oh, like there's someone doing almost like a negative LSA kind of attack.
Yeah. I've heard it from 3 people now over 2 weeks. I talk to plumbers every day. Most people like LSA.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the only paid things that you can do, but you don't get enough. Why? Because it's only about 20-something% of search, and it's why you get so much more if your organic kicks in. So LSA is the only one that I'll kind of bar the last couple of weeks and see how bad this gets on whole teams of people calling. And
the other thing about LSA is it's very focused on geographic location. And
that changed a little bit.
But depending on how many plumbers are in a market, they might chop it up more.
Yeah.
So it can.
Don't tell them that. They're pissed about that right now because if you were out on the outskirts of town, it was just you and the few plumbers out there, and they let all the big boys from the city come in and take all their leads.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but you'll never get enough LSA, assuming you like it.
It's a nice supplement, but you wouldn't want to run a whole business on it.
I had a guy just now been paying for LSA for 6 months, not one lead, getting black box billed through a company you know of, and they're taking all of his money, and I couldn't find him in the LSA list.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's just been paying, and he doesn't even show up. So there's some other reasons it wouldn't show up. That's a whole different category topic. But paid ads, hard, man. Hard to do. I don't care what it is.
Expensive to do.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing is it's like you can show up in Google Ads. But you gotta you gotta shell out some cash.
Yeah, so this will be a really tough ROI. I don't care if it's Angie, Yelp, Home Advisor. Man, there's very few plumbers we talk to that really, really like it.
Yeah.
Said, I go great there. In fact, it's opposite that. Almost all of them. I'm so angry. I've been messed around, sold to 5 people. The leads are bad. I use it begrudgingly.
I talked to a guy yesterday that had used Angie's List, and he was very unhappy.
They're very unhappy.
And he was actually a recent launch of ours, and he was very happy with our work.
Yeah.
And thrilled that he wasn't going to be paying Angie's List anymore.
Most of our clients don't do paid or just a little bit. I don't have a problem with it. If it makes money, it's very difficult to get a rate of return on any sort of leads, Angie, Yelp, et cetera. It's hard to make money. Stop saying Home Advisor because Angie bought them, right?
Did they?
Yeah.
Is that how I knew it was one way or the other. Somebody bought
one way or the other, and whichever one was okay went to pots, and they all assumed the worst case scenario as soon as they could with the clients, and so yeah. But anyway, so those are rough. Google Ads are rough. ROI is rough. LSA's okay.
But LSA, there's other ways LSA is showing
it's starting to break
signs because originally it was like a flat rate.
Started out like $15-$25
the call, yeah,
but
and
getting
now,
close to 100.
Yeah, and once again, just like Google Ads, it's a bidding system. It hasn't gotten as ridiculously high yet as pay-per-click, but
moving there.
It's moving up.
It's moving there, but it still seems to work okay. But if you want the ROI, you're going to have organic optimization. You're a digital branded signal. I'll sum up a conclusion by saying this. You are a digital brand. They don't know anything about you unless you put forth digital branded signaling. If you cheat, it's spam. If it's a poor user experience, you can brand out the wazoo, and it's not worthy to show anyone.
Right.
So they need signals of experience, expertise, authority, and trust with a good user experience. That's a website, things like DataPins. People will land on your brand and have a good experience. And then you'll show up in ranking and get daily call volume and leads, which you would refer to as SEO, that you need to start thinking about it as a digital brand.
Right.
And if you'll do this, I'll say one more thing about it. They're all bad. Almost everybody out there is bad. All of you bad at marketing, all of you. And there's like 3 in a market fighting that don't quit, that don't understand it, and that dog it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're nice guys, bad guys, probably jerks, and they just run ramshackle over you because they don't stop, and they know that they're a digital brand. There's about 50 guys trying, going, I got messed around. Fiverr guy screwed me for $50.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. I gave them $50 over at Fiverr in India, and I got messed around. Screw them. And so you go up and down. The guy at 18 arguing with me about it.
Really?
Literally doesn't get a call ever. Spammed out the wazoo. Google helpful content update smacked him down last year, telling me about how great, as he's great. He's great. Like, you kidding me, right? I'm not having this conversation.
It's like, he might be very nice to you.
Yeah.
He might do everything you ask. Doesn't make him great.
Yeah. So if you're one of the three guys wants to get serious about your brand, you can get into ranking anywhere, anywhere. But everybody's so stinking bad. 50 guys trying, going up and down, throwing it out, had a bad month, bought a boat, whatever the hell you did, and you stopped cold turkey. And 2 years later, you look up and go, what's happening to me right now? Does the Lord not love me? No, you don't market well.
Yeah.
And you start and you stop and you don't realize you're not a digital brand. So there's my tough love backhands for 2025.